Alright everybody, what's going on? This is the Solo Gamer, and so today we're here for kind of just a recap of what went down in the first chapter of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, first off, I want to apologize because I am a terrible reader. Sorry, I had to get a drink. And if you don't want to watch this, feel free not to. Just warning you, FYI, I am a terrible reader. I will try to do my best. I cannot really do voice acting, so, but it was kind of hard to follow along during the main story of what was going on because I was skipping everything. But here we go. The story of Yukimoto begins at Domino High, where Duel Monsters, the hottest card game in the world, was all the rage. Yuki was the best duelist around, and his friend Joey wanted desperately to learn how to play as well, or how to duel as well. So our history of Yukimoto starts with Yuki teaching the rules of Duel Monsters to Joey, as their friends Taya and Tristan watched. Joey, hey, dude, Eartha Joey, it's your turn. Isn't he cute when he's thinking? Tristan, Yuki here's teaching me how to play Duel Monsters. Duel Monsters? No, Duel Monsters, you Nimrod. They've been at it for hours. Joey's starting to get the hang of the game, but Yugi's like an expert. Okay, Yugi, it's time to duel. What? A card that powerful totally wipes me out. Whoa, you stink at this game, Joey. You did fine, Joey. I just have better cards. My grandpa owns a game shop, and I get all my best cards from him. Your own game shop? What are we waiting for? Let's go! Okay. Maybe I can even get my grandpa to show us this super rare card he's got. Little did they know that someone was listening in on their conversation. Someone who was looking for a very rare card to add to his collection. That afternoon, Yuki and his friends went to Grandpa's game shop. Yuki wants to show his friends his grandpa's prized possession. Grandpa's, could you show my friends your awesome super rare card? Rare card? You mean my special card? Please, please? How could I refuse? You kids are in for a treat. I don't take this card out too often. Ready? Here it is. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. So rare, so powerful. I never let it leave my hand. This card is priceless. There are only 4 of them in all of the world. Suddenly, a classmate from school ran into the shop. His name was Seto Kaiba, the young CEO of Kaiba. He had found the card he was looking for. Name your place for the Blue Eyes. I can pay anything you ask. I'm sure you could. but this card is worth more to me than you could ever offer. Senile old fool. Kaiba stormed out of Grandpa's store. The team was disturbed by Kaiba's obsession with Blue Eyes White Dragon. The next day when Yugi came back to the store with his friends, he found Grandpa was gone. When the phone rang, it was Kaiba on the other end, mocking Yugi that he kidnapped his grandfather and took him to Kaiba Court. Yugi and his friends rushed to Kaiba Court and found Grandpa lying on the floor, defeated. Grandpa, are you okay? Yugi, I failed. I wanted to teach that boy, Kaiba, a lesson about the heart of the card, but I lost. Grandpa. How's the old man feeling, huh? Kaiba, you sleazebag. What have you done to him? We had a duel, that was all. With each of us putting up our most valuable card as the prize. But I guess playing against a champion like myself was just too much stimulation for the old man. For the old fool. Haha. Kaiba, you should be ashamed of yourself. Look at the sweet prize I won. Kaiba held up Grandpa's Blue Eyes White Dragon and ripped it in half. Grandpa's most treasured card. Blue Eyes White Dragon is a rare and powerful card, and this one will never be used against me. My blue eyes, my treasure. Grandpa, hold on. How could you do such a thing? Yugi, take this. Grandpa? I built this deck. I put my soul in these cards. And I taught you everything I know. Yugi, take my cards and teach Kaiba respect for the heart of the cards. Okay, Grandpa, I'll do it. Are you ready to play, Runt? You play only for power, Kaiba. That is why you lose. But if you put your heart in the game, there is nothing you can't do. The result of the duel spread quickly, and mysterious one-eyed man gets news of Yugi's victory. It seems Kaiba, boy, has been defeated in a duel. I must learn more about this Yugimoto. After his win against Seto Kaiba, Yugi was puzzled to receive a package from Maximilian Pegasus, the creator of Duel Monsters. Inside the box was a videotape. Yugi inserted the tape into the VCR, and Pegasus' face popped up on the TV screen. Greetings, little Yugi. I am Maximilian Pegasus. I've heard some terrible, interesting things about you. Your impressive defeat of Seto Kaiba intrigued me as much that I've decided to investigate your amazing dueling skills personally, right here and now. We shall hold a special duel. Suddenly strange and arcane magic froze time so that no one could move except for Yugi. The dark dimension we're in is known as the Shadow Realm, a mysterious place where incredible monsters can be summoned, and the impossible is quite possible. Tell me, Yugi, do you believe there is magic in these cards? Don't you know? You invented this game. Quite. What if I told you I didn't? In ancient times, the Egyptians called this the Shadow Games. Powerful pharaohs would hold mystical duels in other dimensions, just as we're doing now. But instead of cards, they battled with real monsters, real magic. The magical forces were so powerful that the Egyptians lost control of them and nearly destroyed the entire world. It's a good story, but these monsters can't be real. These monsters are very real, and also quite dangerous, Yugi boy. You really are quite entertaining. The way you scroll and sneer, so definite and yet helpless, and so completely ignorant of the power of your Millennium Puzzle. Yugi looked down at Maximilian, puzzled, that he wore around his neck. Yugi looked down at the Millennium Puzzle wore around his neck. The power of my puzzle? 5,000 years ago, a powerful pharaoh locked the magic of the Shadow Games away in 7 mystic Millennium items. 7 items. You're saying that my puzzle's one of them? Yes, and there are magical magical energies locked within it. Magic that could change your life forever if you only knew how to unleash it. As the two dueled, it seemed that Pegasus, well, I can't read today. Well, that's not anything out of the ordinary. Pegasus knew even more. Yugi was going to make before every move Yugi was going to make before he did. Despite the disadvantage, Yugi mustered all his skill and nearly won, but Yugi ran out of time when the time limit passed. I have taken the measures of your talent this day, Yugimoto, and when next we duel, we shall play for far higher stakes. I'm done with your games. Quiet now, Yugi boy. You presume I'm giving you a choice in the matter, but I'm not, for I also possess one of the 7 Millennium items. The all-powerful Millennium Eye. A Millennium Eye? That's right, Yugi boy. I shall show you the true extent of its magic. I have found that given the proper incentive, anyone can be made to play my game. The power of the Millennium Eye lashed out and stole Grandpa's soul. Yugi could only watch in horror. Yugi! Grandpa! We will do again, Yugi. How else will you ever reclaim your grandfather's soul? Yugi had no choice but to compete in Pegasus Duelist Kingdom tournament so that he could get his grandfather's soul back. At Duelist Kingdom, each duelist was given 2 star chips, which they could wager against other duelists at the island. Whoever earned 10 star chips against whoever earned 10 star chips gained entrance into the tournament finals, where they would compete for a 3 million grand prize and the chance to duel Pegasus for themselves. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm skipping that part. Welcome, said the spider to the fly. You flew right into my trap. It's time you answer for destroying my Exodia cards, Weevil. Can't you let bygones be bygones? Hee. Weevil, it's time to find out if you're as good at dueling as you are at running away. Was I simply running away, or clearly weaving you into my web? It's time to duel. It's over. I won. No, impossible. My moth is unbeatable. Yuki wasn't the only duelist who was motivated to win the tournament for a loved one. Despite being a novice duelist, Joey had his own reasons for wanting to win his sister, Serenity. I better be the champion for Serenity's sake. She's always counting on me, even when we were kids. I'm going to win this tournament, and the prize money. I'm going to make sure you don't lose your eyesight by paying for your surgery. I promise. This meditative moment was rudely broken when Joey and his friends heard someone laughing and taunting another duelist a short distance away. A voice that annoying could only belong to Mai? The team met Mai Valentine on the boat at Duelist Kingdom. She was a manipulative, self-absorbed duelist who had the uncanny ability to always know what card she would draw next. Hey, Yugi, are your duels going on? I might be up for a duel myself, so get ready because I choose to challenge you, Joey. What? You challenge me? Do you have the guts to accept? I accept. Let's duel. Great. Get ready to lose. How could I ever lose to such an amateur? I tried to tell you that there's more to duel monsters than just kicking the other guy's butt. If you're ever gonna be a real champion, you've gotta learn to care about someone other than yourself. The truth and power of the Millennium Puzzle was beginning to dawn on Yugi. During his duel, the puzzle infused Yugi with the power and soul of an ancient spirit. Though this was a major issue to ponder, there was a smaller but no less important matter to deal with first. All the dueling made me hungry. Did anyone bring any food? You guys remember to bring food, right? Sorry, Joey, we didn't. What were we thinking, coming here with no food? How are we ever going to get through the rest of the competition without anything to eat? That's a good question, Joey. This dueling really takes it out of you. And I haven't seen any burger stands or restaurants since we got here. I smell something cooking. That away. They followed the scent to the beach, where they spotted a campfire with several roasting fish in the distance. Oh man, I just love barbecued fish. Smells good. And I bet it tastes even better. What makes you think those fish are yours to eat? Trust me. We eat first and ask questions later. Your stomachs will thank you. Will thank me. You're run down to the campfire. Joey, would you say anything to fill his belly? Joey would say anything to fill his belly. Some people have absolutely no self-control. Stomach growl. Save some for me, Joey. Tristan ran after Joey. It wasn't long before Yugi and Taya joined them as well. Joey grabbed one of the fish from the fire. Oh man, this looks awesome. Just as the team began to bite into the first fish, a young man emerged from the ocean with a spear in his hand. Enjoy yourselves, you fish thieves, for this is your last meal. I knew this was a bad idea. How dare you steal my fish, you bottom-feeding thieves. Hey, chill out, guy. It's just a few fish. A few fish that do not belong to you. And to steal a fisherman's catch is to prove you have no honor. Wait a second. Are you Mako Tsunami, top-ranked ocean duelist? And who might you be? I'm Yugimoto. Sorry about your fish. You're Yugimoto, the only duelist ever to defeat Seto Kaiba. What a fine surprise. I must apologize. I've been ungracious. If you are friends of Yugi, please come sit down and eat your fill. The team sat down at the fire and shared a meal with Mako. After the feast, the team thanked Mako and started to head out, when Mako threw his spear at the ground in front of them. I treated you to dinner. Perhaps you will honor me with a duel. He's nuts! No, but I am an expert fisherman, and you have taken my bait. Wait, what bait? Why, the fish, of course. I laid it out and lured you. But I never expected to catch Yugimoto. I reeled in another duelist a short time ago, but he was not a worthy opponent. But a duel against you, Yugi, would be a test. Mako, I accept your challenge. What a grand duel. I salute you, my friend. This victory was not easily won, Mako. You're a great duelist yourself. Mai sat on a hill, having a quiet moment to herself. I don't get it. Trashing hotspot duelist is usually as fun as fall clearance sale. Why can't I enjoy it anymore? It's all because of that obnoxious punk Joey. I can't believe such an amateur beat me. I've got to get even with that gritty gutter punk. At that moment, Rex Factor, who May dueled and defeated on the way to Duelist Kingdom, jumped out and surprised her. I am Rex Raptor, the Dino Duelist, and I'm itching to finish that match we started on the boat. Funny, I thought I already knocked you on your Jurassic butt. Think whatever you want. You're about to get stomped. You think I'm gonna waste another minute with a pea brain like you? Beat it, Dino Breath. Shoot. Pea brain. I happen to have been a finalist in this year's regional championship, and I'll have you know that I've already won 5 star chips. May held up her bracelet to show off her star chips. What? How? You get 8 chips already? From wannabes like you who think that by dueling a chick they'll score some easy stars. I've only lost once, but once I find that punk kid Joey, it's payback. Joey Wheeler? You could? How could you lose to him? I'd love to see you try. And, that gives me an idea. Rex, I'll agree to duel you, if you do something for me first. May and Rex searched for Yugi and his friends in hopes of finding Joey. It wasn't long before they did. Tell me that's not who I think it is. How's it going, Joseph? Glad to see me. Are ya? So Joey, is Yugi still fighting all your battles for you? Everyone knows if Yugi wasn't there to hold your hand, you wouldn't have beat me. Isn't that right, Yugi? That's not true. Oh, really? Then I propose he steps out of your shadow here and now. If Joey thinks he's so tough, let's see him play for himself. Think you have the guts to step up and face the duelist I've arranged for you? I'm dueling on May's behalf. Recognize me? That's Rex Raptor. This tweep's supposed to scare me or something? I bet you he ain't so tough. Don't you remember, Joey? Rex placed second in the regionals. Well, Joey, you gotta ask Mommy's permission or what? This is your big chance to prove yourself, or are you gonna back out? Don't worry, sis. I'll make you proud. Alright then. It's dino feeding time. Let's duel. Bring it on. So, I guess you won my star chips. Not only did I win your star chips, but I won your red eyes too. Later that night, the team settled down for dinner when they were visited by their high school friend Bakura. As they chatted around the campfire, the conversation soon turned into dueling. Let's have a duel right now. Not for star chips, but just for fun. I'm down with that. After all this star chip stuff, it would be nice to have a duel with no strings attached. I agree. I think just a regular old duel sounds like a great idea. Before we start, there's a little something I'd like to share with you. And especially with you, Yi. No, it can't be. A Millennium item? Yes, and the magic of my Millennium Ring will take us to the Shadow Realm. Why are you doing this, Bakura? You have something I want, and I aim to take it. Bakura, possessed by some unknown spirit, used the power of his Millennium Ring to look away from his friend's soul. Oh, to lock away his friend's soul. Their souls have been locked away, and now, after waiting for countless centuries, the legendary Millennium Puzzle is mine. Just as Bakura tried to grab the Millennium Puzzle, it started to glow. The spirit within the puzzle awakened, manifesting himself in Yugi. No, I can't. It can't be. You want my Millennium Puzzle? Then you're going to have to duel me for it. But if I win, you release my friend and send us all back. Haha, I agree to your ridiculous terms, Yugi, but I promise you I promise you, there is more at stake here than you comprehend, and this one shadow game that you cannot win. Are you okay, Bakura? I am now, thanks to you. Where do you get your Millennium Ring? My father picked it up on one of his trips. He told me it's from ancient Egypt. He was shopping in a merchant bazaar when the Millennium Ring caught his eye. The man who sold the ring to my father said it had something to do with duel monsters, but that never made any sense to me since the card game is new and the ring is clearly ancient. When my father got back, he gave it to me. He said he felt it was destined to have it. When Taya, Tristan, and Joey awoke, they thought Yugi duel against Bakura was only a dream. I just dreamt that Bakura went totally mental, right? Same here. Last time I snoozed with dueling cards under my pillow. Sleep well, guys? Ah, of course. Don't hurt me. Suddenly, the team heard a scream come from the woods. That sounded like Mai. The team ran through the forest into a clearing and saw a very large duelist defeating Mai. Bye-bye, birdies. My heartbeats, they're gone. I think you mean eliminated. Just like you now. Had over all your star chips, you loser. Just like you now. Just like you. Now hand over all your star chips. Okay, loser. Anyway. Are you okay? This sideshow freak give you a hard time? That's right. Just like Pegasus pays me to do. Root out all the dueling filth on this island and dispose of it. Doesn't that make you a garbage man? This is no joke. Pancake? I don't know. One of the island's eliminators. And if you don't get out of here, he's gonna do to you what he did to me. Check out her duelist glove. Not a star chip left. You're out of the tournament, Mai? I am. It all happened so fast. The way Pancake dueled, I just lost it. She was one of my easiest victims yet. Push Mai to the ground. You creep. There's no excuse for pushing a girl. I've dealt with a lot of bullies in my life, and I'm afraid there's only one way to deal with them. You have to stand up to them. Let's see you try your intimidation tactics against me. I don't scare easy, especially when I'm standing up for my friends. You must be my lucky. It must be my lucky day. Pegasus has promised a generous bounty to the eliminator who defeats you. Think he'd throw in some extra cash for inflicting bodily harms? I'll wager all the star chips I have to win Mai's. It's a deal. If you win, I'll give you all 8 of her star chips because your bet makes no difference to me. What do you mean? What I mean, Luigi, is when you duel against Pancake, you're putting much more than just your measly star chips on the line. I can see the fear growing in your eyes. I don't believe you're beginning to panic. I believe you're beginning to panic. Are you finished blowing smoke? Last time someone had the nerves to talk to me like that, I broke them in half. And now let's duel. Nobody beats Panic. Nobody! Well, I just did. You were incredible. Your Millennium Puzzle has more power than we thought. Yui, I don't know what to say. Here, these star chips are yours. Take them. I'm sorry, but I can't accept him. I fight my own battles. You could risk his life in this duel for you. I know, but there's no point in arguing. She's way too thick-headed, but if she'd rather be booted off the island, I'll take him. You think me losing all my star chips is funny, Joey? I thought you didn't want them, Mai. Give them back. Of course, you can't have them. Or of course, you can have them. They're yours. Really, Joey? Didn't you learn anything from this duel? You can't always keep your defense up because they'll just get between you and the other people who are trying to be your friends. So can't you let yourself your shield down just this one time? While Yugi's team worked their way through the tournament, our history now turns to Seto Kaiba for a moment. As you remember, Seto had only been defeated in Duel Monsters once by Yugi. Seto had a little brother named Mokuba. Pegasus kidnapped Mokuba and locked him in a dungeon to lure Seto into a trap, and it worked. As Seto made his way to the dungeon to save his brother, Pegasus surprised the trap and stole Mokuba's soul, just as he did Yugi's grandfather. Kaiba, do you care enough about your brother's life to try and save his soul? You're not human. Quite human, actually. Just, extraordinarily gifted. Pegasus threw a handful of star chips at Kaiba. Here, you'll need these for your duel with Yugi. Why are you doing this? My reasons are none of your concern. Maybe I just enjoy the struggle, watching the contestant tug of war between you and Yugi Boy. Or maybe I want something you're incapable of comprehending. Talk straight. What to do you want? I want to see if you are capable of beating little Yugi in a duel. And only if you successfully crush him in a humiliating defeat will you get the opportunity to duel me. Then if you beat me, I promise to restore your brother's soul. For now, I have no choice but to play your game. But as soon as I defeat Yugi, I'll be back. And you better make good on your promise to restore my brother, because if you don't, I'll take great pleasure in separating your soul from your body in my own way. And with that, Pegasus had another duelist under his control to take down Yugi. Yugi and I both have enough chips to get into the castle now. Isn't that right, Yugi? Yeah, finally. Grandpa, here I come. Hey, yeah, look. You're not gonna believe who's blocking our way into the castle. It's Kaiba. I can't let you pass, Yugi. I won 10 star chips, so stand aside. You may have won enough star chips to qualify for the Duelist Kingdom playoff, but I can't allow you to face Pegasus. He's mine. You and I are going to have one final duel, Yugi. I'm not dueling you. I don't have to. So no longer confide that your so-called heart of the cards can help you win. You're just afraid you can't beat me a second time, you coward. Back off, he doesn't have to prove anything. Yugi, you said you won by tapping into the heart of the cards, and for a long time I didn't know what that meant, but now I think I do, and it took Pegasus to show me. He gave me a reason to put my heart in the cards. For the first time, I can duel with fire and passion in my heart. Yugi, you can't accept this duel. I've changed. I deserve a rematch. Give me a chance to play you now. Yugi, let me play you for the right reason. I accept your duel. We'll see what you've really learned. Yugi refused to finish his final attack against Kaiba because he would have inflicted physical harm. When Yugi refused to attack, Kaiba struck and took the victory. I can't believe it. The hunter and the sleaze bag wiped Yugi out. I'm sorry about your grandpa, but you did the right thing. You would have had to hurt Kaiba, and I know your grandpa wouldn't want to be saved that way. And then I guess he got what he wanted. If Yugi had done what he needed to be done, he would be entering the castle, not me. But he was too weak to follow through on his play. Pegasus' plan had worked to perfection. Good job, Kaiba boy. As you wish, I will be your next opponent. Little Yugi didn't fare nearly so well in this rematch. His spirit is broken, and his grandfather's soul remains mine. Ha ha ha. Yug! Come on, Yug. Why won't he answer us? I've never seen him like this. He's totally out of it. Well, he did just lose his only chance to save his grandfather. Mike came standing up the steps of Pegasus Castle. What's up? If you guys have enough star chips to get in the castle, why are you hanging out here? It's Yug. He lost his chips to Kaiba, and now it's like he's lost the will to go on. So the little guy finally lost one, huh? Lucky for you guys that I came by. Listen up, Yugi. You got beat, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. When I got beat, I thought it was all over for me, all over for me too, but then you stepped in and saved me. And saved my star chips, and now I'm returning the favor. Did you give up your star chips? You can't. You can't win the prize money. I'm being kind, not stupid. Whew, she already had 10 star chips of her own? She already had 10 star chips of her own. Go on, Yugi. You know that I owe you, so take them. Are my star chips not good enough for you? Fine then, I'll keep them. And your friend can wipe your nose all the way back to the nursery. Grow up. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Mai, don't get mad. You just don't understand. Oh, I understand. Your friend lost one lousy duel, and now he's too chicken to play again. Isn't that right? How pathetic. Come on, chicken boy, duel me for them. I'll duel you right here, right now, for Yugi. I surrender, Taya. I don't have the cards to win. I won! Way to go, Taya. Yeah, I really come through for Yugi. Good match. Whatever. I didn't need these star chips anyway. Mai gave up her star chips and started to walk away. Wait, Mai, I have to ask you something. If you played that last card, wouldn't you have won? It was a throwaway. It was nothing that Taya wouldn't have been able to beat anyway. Some cards just aren't worth playing, huh, you? Thank you. Yugi, I won these star chips for you. I know, thank you so much. Sure thing. I'll never forget what you did for me, Taya. You overcame your fear for me. And you've given me the courage to deal with mine. I will duel again, and hopefully the consequences won't be as bad as I fear. The time had come for Duelist Kingdom finalists. The time had come for the Duelist Kingdom tournament finals, and Yugi and Joey were more than ready. I sure hope I'm doing the right thing. Deciding to duel again, but with Grandpa's soul at stake, I have to. Yugi and Joey walked to the arena and met with two other finalists, Mai and Bandit Keith. Bandit Keith had cheated his way into the finals and had no plans to stop. Yugi, Joey, Mai, and Bandit Keith, I welcome all of you to the playoff arena. Here is where the last great duel monsters duel shall be waged. To determine the champion of the Duelist Kingdom. Only one of you shall emerge victorious. Only one of you shall win the $3 million prize, and of course, the victor in the playoffs shall also earn the right to challenge me in a final match. The victor will be granted one request. The victor will be granted one request, whatever his or her heart most desires, and if it is within my vast power to do so, their wish will be granted. The victor will also be declared the undisputed Duelist Kingdom champion. ranked number 1 in the world. And boys, that'll be me. Surely, and duelists that have come this far must realize that the title and not the money is the real prize. Is that not so? You're a regular comedian. The money is all I need for my sister's operation. Yes, I'm sure some of you have more writing on this tournament than the other, right, Yug? You've got my grandfather's soul, and Mokuba, and even Seto Kaiba, captive. But I'll find a way to defeat you and save them all. The first semi-final match was Yugi vs. Mai. Although Mai was not friends with Yugi, she was playing to win. Although Mai was now friends with Yugi, she was playing to win. Okay, anyway. I used to think the only person a duelist could trust was herself. Everyone else was just an opponent. Then I met Yugi, and I learned through him that even the strongest opponent in the arena could still be friends outside it. If he hadn't loaned me his star chips, I might never have made it to the final round. I owe him a very great debt. I promise Yugi an honorable duel, and that's just what I'm going to give him. But if he thinks that means I'm not gonna battle all out, he's dreaming. I'm going to give this match everything I've got. So when Yugi goes down, it'll be a victory I can be proud of. I promise him an honorable duel, not an easy one. Wait, Mai, there's something I want to say to you. Huh? Thank you. You said a duelist can learn more from defeat than victory. And you were correct. But you taught me a lot today. I had to confront my own fears and weaknesses, or I could never have defeated you. It's awful nice of you to say that, but it seems to me I also still have a lot more to learn about dueling and about myself. But then again, I suppose no duelist can ever learn all there is to know. And maybe the most important lesson in that defeat doesn't have to be forever. You won this duel, Yugi, but there'll be others. And you and I will meet in the arena again, kiddo. And when we do, you better watch out. The second semi-final match was Joey vs. Bandit Keith. In order to compete in the duel, each contestant had to present his tournament entry card, which Joey shockingly did not have. Unknown to Joey, Bandit Keith stole Joey's entry card the night before. Per the rules of the tournament, Joey was granted 5 minutes to find his card or be disqualified. Joey searched everywhere but was unable to find it. On his way back to the arena, he broke down in the hallway. Sorry sis, I came close, real close. Get up off the floor, Joey, and quit all your crying already. You look like a big baby. Who's crying? I got something in my eye. Stupid thing won't come out. Maya handed him her handkerchief. Here, just don't blow your nose in it. You know, every time I think I've got you figured, you surprise me, huh? Taya told me about your little sister, how you were doing to win the tournament prize money for her so she can have that operation. Sounded like a bad soap opera to be honest, but then who doesn't love a bad soap opera? Anyway, see you around, hon. As Maya walked away, Joey noticed she had hidden her tournament entry card in the handkerchief. Wait, Maya, take it. I don't need it anymore. One thing, though, huh? Take Bandit Keith down. Joey ran back to the arena. So the punk came to give us the bad news. Huh? Yes. You couldn't find that card anywhere. What are you talking about? I got it right here. Alright. Keith, time to a duel. Fine. You know, a part of me wanted you to show up. A nice little warm-up match might do me some good. I'll warm you up and wear you out. Tell me how it feels to be an amateur going up against the duelist champion. Oh, champion, huh? I could win a better prize than that in a box of cereal. Punk, I'll teach you to respect my title. What? No way, he beat me. This duel doesn't count. The entry card that Joey showed to play in this match wasn't even his. Therefore, the duel doesn't count, and he ought be disqualified right there. He's right. My card was missing, so Maya gave me hers. But tell me, Keith, how could you have known that this wasn't my card? I'm all ears, so why don't you explain yourself? He doesn't need to. It's clear that Keith stole Joey's card. That's why he was so certain that you would never be able to find it. Take the scoundrel away, far away. No! With Joey winning against Bandit Keith, it was now time for the final duel of the tournament. It was Joey versus Yugi. Best friends, both dueling for great causes. I have to win this match so that I can duel Pegasus and save my grandpa, but to get to Pegasus, I have to beat my best friend Joey. I have to win this for my sister, Serenity. I hope you don't have any second thoughts about dueling me. I'm sorry, Joey, but I don't know if I can do this. Suck it up, Yugi. You said it yourself that if it came down to us, we'd both just play our best and in most honorable duel. That's the only way we're gonna really know which one of us is best prepared to take on Pegasus in the final match. So let's duel. Okay, maybe Joey is right. I may not want to do this, but still, it has to be done if we want to beat Pegasus. What I say? Yugi, let's do this thing. Alright, Joey, time to duel. Well, Yugi, we knew one of us had to lose, but the good news is one of us got to win, too. Congratulations, man. Here, take my Glory of the King's hand card. Show it to Pegasus. Funkin' Quest, and he'll give you 3 million bucks in prize money. No, Joey, you keep it. Your sister needs that money. Huh? I didn't enter this tournament to get rich, Joey. I'm just here to save my grandpa and the Kara brothers. Please use this money for a Serenade operation. When I lost the duel, I lost all hope for saving my sister. But now, Yugi, thank you. Now go and take down Pegasus. The time had finally come. As champion of Duelist Kingdom Tournament, Yugi won the right to duel Pegasus. Promise me that you will free the souls of my grandfather and all the others. Yes, but if I am the one that defeats you instead, you have to fulfill your end of the bargain as well. Take a close look at the card you hold in your hand, Yugi boy. There's a reason why it's blank. For if I win, I claim your soul forever. You have much to gain, but much to risk as well. It's a risk I'm willing to take, to free the souls of my grandfather and the others, but I don't plan to lose. I hate to disappoint you, Pegasus, but I have no intention of ever becoming a part of your soul card collection. Pegasus, you're finished. We've won. It's impossible. My magic, it all failed me. I've lost. The duel showed Yugi that the spirit inside the Millennium Puzzle was his friend. Yugi learned that if they worked together, they could accomplish anything. Spirit of the puzzle, I don't know how to thank you. It was your courage and love for your friends had for you, and love for you, and the love your friends had for you that prevailed this day. And your determination, we all did it together. That's right, as friends. And in the end, that's what it came down to. Friends being there for one another. We won! Way to go! Yeah! We all won. Thanks, guys. Yugi saved the soul of his grandpa, Seto and Mokuba. However, there lurked another danger from the shadows. His friend Bakura still possesses the evil spirit in the Millennium Ring. had an agenda of his own. So, although Yugi thought his problems were over, things were about to get much worse. Now that Pegasus is weakened by his duel with Yugi, he's given me the opportunity I've been waiting for. The time has finally come for me to add Pegasus Millennium item to my collection. Hee hee hee. Despite defeating Pegasus in the Duelist Kingdom tournament, Yugi noticed that the spirit inside the puzzle was worried about their uncertain future. The Millennium Puzzle connects us, Yugi, and it since that fate has more in store for us. And we're in this together, no matter what. Good, I wish I knew more, but our future is still unclear to me. I'll help you figure it out. Later that day, Yugi and Taya came across a fortune teller that offered to tell Yugi his future. Yugi welcomed the opportunity. What are you doing, Yugi? Maybe this fortune teller can help me figure out the fate of the spirit inside the puzzle. The fortune teller asked for a personal item which he could use to tell the future. He indicated the Millennium Puzzle would be perfect, so Yugi reluctantly handed it over. Sorry, I'm terrible. Yugi realized it was a race when the fortune teller fled with the Millennium Puzzle, leaving a trail of arrows for Yugi to follow. It was a trap, but Yugi had no choice. When Yugi tracked down the thief, he discovered that the fortune teller was none other than Bandit Keith, but there was something different about him. Something or someone was speaking through him. What happened to you? I'm not Bandit Keith. I only speak through him since he's become my mind control slave. Who are you, and what do you want with the Millennium Puzzle? I desire the power of your item. I desire the power your item contains within. But according to the rules of its ancient magic, I have to win it from you in a duel. As for who I am, let's just say that I'm the one who shall control your destiny as I have controlled others, and that I am not unfamiliar with the power of the Millennium items. I understand more about their hidden mysteries than you will ever know. Take your Millennium Puzzle. There are ancient secrets buried within it, or which you and even the spirit that inhabit it are unaware. That's why I will add it to my collection. Millennium Puzzle was out of his reach, so Yugi reached out with his mind to try to connect to the spirit inside the puzzle. I can barely hear you, Yugi. Our bond is weak. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you with this duel. You'll have to fight him alone. Alone? But I've never fought a duel without you. You can defeat him. Just trust yourself. in your deck, and you'll find the way. Prepare to lose your precious puzzle. I don't think so. Remember, Yugi, I have seen your future and foretold your fate, and this duel will be your last. It's time to duel. As Yugi battled Bandit Keith, evil Bakura found his way to the duel, following the Millennium Puzzle's energy with his Millennium Ring. Fascinating. It appears the shadow magic energies I detect are within Yugi's opponent. Bandit Keith is just a puppet under the control of an evil master. Well, this puppet show is over, for I alone shall possess the Millennium Puzzle. My ring, server, the strings that bind this man, for his mind, free his mind from the Shadow Realm. Bakura unseen, Bandit Keith was free from his mind control, making Bandit Keith's controller wonder what happened. What happened? My Millennium spell over Keith had been broken. But how? Only the power of another Millennium item can serve a connection so strong. Where am I? Yugi was disturbed that there was now an unknown foe attempting to take his Millennium Puzzle. He felt unprepared. He didn't know enough about the puzzle to understand what danger he now would have to face. Hey, how's it going, you? Not so great. I need your help, and so does the spirit of the Millennium Puzzle. Whoever it was that stole the puzzle seemed to know a lot about its past. That reminded the spirit how little he knew about it. But hanging out with you might help him figure things out. Sure, but how exactly am I gonna do that? You always have great advice. Just talk to him. The spirit and Taya spent the day together. They went to Domino Museum, which had just opened their Egyptian exhibit. They saw an ancient stone carving that depicted a battle between a sorcerer and a pharaoh. The pharaoh bore a striking resemblance to Yugi, while the sorcerer looked just like Kaiba. As they stood in away of their discovery, a mysterious woman walked up to greet them. My pharaoh, I've been expecting you. Huh? Who are you? I'm Azui of the Egyptian Historical Society. I have uncovered many mysteries about you and these ancient carvings using the magic of my Millennium Necklace. Another Millennium item? Like your Millennium Puzzle, this necklace affords me certain powers. With it, I have gazed 5,000 years into the past. to a time where evil sorcerers threatened to destroy the entire world. However, there was one king who possessed a magic powerful enough to stop this evil threat. The pharaoh who saved the world was you, and now the time has come for you to rescue mankind once again. To rescue mankind from what? How do you know the world is in danger of being destroyed again? My Millennium Necklace also shows me visions of the future. My Pharaoh, the events of the past will occur once again, and that same great evil will return to threaten us. How will I recognize this evil? I know that your memory has faded and that you seek many answers. I also know a Duel Monsters tournament is beginning. If you win it, you will find your answer. The tournament was referring to was Seto Kaiba's Battle City tournament. Joey and Yugi both received invitations to participate. All entrants were given a special transparent card known as a locator card. The tournament attendants, a group of duelists known as the Rare Hunters. These evil duelists were thieves intent on stealing the most rare duel monster cards. Last time his red eyes to a rare hunter named Seeker. Hoping to win back his card, Joey challenged him to a rematch. You got my red eyes, and I want it back. So, it's time to duel. I have no desire to duel you. I've already relieved you of your rare red eyes. My hunt for your deck is over. Well, that's too bad. I'm not leaving until I win back my red eye. Joey, what's going on? Yugimoto. He has the item my master desires. This guy owes me a rematch, so I can't win back my red eyes. I already told you that you have nothing that's of any use to me, but perhaps your friend would be interested in being my next victim. It would be my pleasure to hunt the Duelist Kingdom champion and snare his dark magician, so I challenge you, Yugimoto, to a duel. Fine, Rare Hunter, I accept your challenge. It's the only way to win back your card, Joey. If you win the duel, I'll hand over my dark magician to you. But if you lose, you must return Joey's red eyes to him. Yay, Yuki won! I'm taking Joey's red eye and your locator card. I lost. I failed. Forgive me, Master. I tried my best. No, please don't be angry. Ah! That wacko's lost his mind. Remember me, Pharaoh? Actually, perhaps you don't. You were trapped in the puzzle when I dueled little Yugi. Congratulations on defeating my rare hunter. Though he was the weakest duelist in my crew, my other minions will prove much more formidable. You, what's with this freak show? Perhaps I have waited for you for years. Finally, after all this time, I will destroy you. I will not allow my other rare hunters to fail like this one. I have little time for this kind of foolishness. So I've taken over his body and trapped his mind in the Shadow Realm. I am in control. How do you control him? Each of the Millennium's items contains its own unique power. So mind control is a simple test with my Millennium Rod. Allow me to introduce myself. Remember my name? Merrick? Merrick, what is it you want from me, Merrick? I want what belongs to me, and I'll take it using the strength of the Egyptian god cards. Egyptian what? Millennia ago, a trio of powerful behemoth rampaged throughout ancient Egypt. These Egyptian god monsters speared destruction throughout the world until the Pharaoh sealed them away for eternity. But when Pegasus created duel monsters, he resurrected these mighty beasts as cards. With these Egyptian god cards, I can destroy you and claim the power I deserve. You'll never claim the Millennium Puzzle. You misunderstood. I want more than the power of the puzzle. I want the Pharaoh's power. The boundless energy of the ancient ruler himself. With it, no one will stand in my way. I'll use the almighty magic I gain to conquer and lead the world. I will be unstoppable. The end is near, Pharaoh. It's my world now. Not yet, Merrick. I'm beginning to understand why Izush has asked me to participate in Battle City. It's my destiny to stand between you and the evil powers you seek, and I will. Your days are numbered. Enjoy the game while you still can, because your reign is coming to an end. Man, that was weird. I knew that guy was a big creep, but who knew that he was just a front for another creep? Here, Joey, take your red eyes back. You hold on to it. It isn't mine to take, Val. You won it fair and square. Besides, the rare hunters collected tons of rare cards. Their decks are all souped up, and so I know they're gonna be tough to beat, even for you. You've always had my back, so it's time I help you for a change. That's why I want you to keep my red eyes. I know it's gonna come in handy for you sometime. Besides, This means that a part of me will be a part of your deck. It's kinda cool knowing that I'm helping you save the world. Don't get me wrong, I'm still in the contest because I still have the rare card requirement covered. Red Eyes wasn't the only rare card in my deck. You gave me another rare card way back when I first started playing Duel Monsters, remember? The Time Wizard. Yep. It bailed me out. It bailed me out of jams at Duelist Kingdoms. And I know it's gonna save my butt in Battle City. You know, when you think about it, both of our hearts are in our deck. We're a team together. We won't let any duelist beat us. We'll whoop this Merrick creep and his rare hunter goon squad so hard they won't know what hit them. They'll be sorry that they ever decided to mess with us. Thanks, Joey. I'll take good care of Red Eyes. You're a true friend, Joey, and together we can take on evil that comes our way. Master Merrick, I was not worthy enough of this. I'm not worthy enough to control this card, just as I was not worthy enough to be part of your family. Odeon, I tried my best to serve you, my master. I tried. Odeon dedicated his life to protecting Merrick by containing the evil within Merrick. But with Odeon weakened, his control over the evil was losing its strength. Please forgive me, Joey. I'm sorry. It was an honor for me to duel you. Well, same to you, and thanks to that lightning bolt, I won't forget this duel for a while. Now that it's done, you gotta come clean. If you're not Merrick, then who are ya? I am only a servant of the real Master Merrick. Admit your true identity, Merrick. Yes, it's true. I am indeed the real Merrick, you fools. So Namu lied to us all along? Yeah. Namu, he was a disguise to get closer to Yugi. So, Pharaoh, we finally meet face to face. Now at least I can finish the job. My pathetic servant couldn't. Yugi, your puzzle and your power will soon be where they belong. Oh no, I was afraid of this. We're all in great danger. The great evil hidden within Master Merrick has a darker side, and I'm unable to control it anymore. It's too late now. Ha 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 ha! Merrick, what's going on? I'm finally free again, which means I can do things my way. I was restrained for many years by that fool Odeon. Who are you? I am the true Merrick, and I'm not as kind as the old one you've come to know. And soon I'll finish the job he couldn't complete and strip you of your powers. Ha ha ha! The next duel was Mai versus the real Merrick. Mai gave everything she had, but Merrick was much too powerful with the power of his Millennium Rod. Merrick trapped Mai's mind in the Shadow Realm. Your friend made a costly mistake by dueling against me, and now I'm afraid she's paying the ultimate price. Notice her motionless appearance. That's because her mind is trapped. With each passing second, she forgets more. The shadows are taking everything she kept inside her mind and inside her heart. Trapped by dark magic, Mai's friends could do nothing to help her. Alright, you geeks clear the field for the next duel. The next duel was Seto Kaiba vs. Izu. The same Izu who Yugi and Taya met at the museum. She was the mysterious 8th finalist. This is quite a surprise. Yes, we meet again, said Okaiba. So you've come to win back Obelisk. What I've come for is of greater importance. I've come here to save my brother. Brother? Yes, for the past 5,000 years and it has stood guard over the Pharaoh's tomb. Only Merrick turned against us, and the evil within him is even stronger now. If you remember, my Millennium Necklace has the power to show me events that are yet to come, and right now, it tells me you will lose this duel to me. Enough with the Millennium items. I don't believe it. That nonsense. I planned this with one goal in mind: to reclaim my place as the #1 duelist in the world. Have you forgotten that it was my idea for you to organize this Battle City tournament? To lure duelists like Merrick, and my plan worked. For my brother is here, but the hardest task is yet to come. The evil within him must be stopped. I'm surrounded by superstitious nitwits. Take your hocus pocus nonsense to someone else's tournament. My Millennium Necklace predicted that your lack of faith will be your downfall. Very impressive, Kava. You managed to overcome the fate that my Millennium Necklace showed me. I won this duel for the same reason I'll win the tournament: my superior skill and intelligence. Perhaps, but you've taught me a valuable lesson about the nature of destiny, and for that I am grateful. I may have lost the duel, but in the process I've gained something of far greater importance: the realization that if I am to win this battle for my brother's spirit, I will need your help, Kaiba. Thank you, for I know you will help me save my brother. Believe whatever you need to, but I'm only in this for myself. More and more fell to the power of Merrick. Merrick dueled Bakor for the Millennium Ring and won. It was now time for the semifinal. The first match was Joey vs. Merrick. Merrick's power was so great that the Winged Dragon of Ra sent Joey to the hospital. It seemed nothing could stop Merrick. Reign of Terror. The second semifinal would determine who would face off against Merrick. It was Yugi vs. Kaiba, fighting for the first time since their battle in Duelist Kingdom. Yugi, we must let Joey struggle. We mustn't let Joey's struggle interfere with our concentration. Remember, in order to overcome Merrick, we must get past Kaiba. Well, Yugi, So you decided to show up after all. Of course, to miss this duel is to deny my destiny. Spare me the drama. So why didn't the nerd herd show up to cheer you on? Are they too busy trying to wake Wheeler up from his nap? Yugi is in a great deal of danger now, more than you could ever know. Wheeler shouldn't have been here in the first place. I warned him not to play with the big boys, and if you ask me, he got just what he deserved. A slap in the face. And if getting attacked by an Egyptian god card didn't knock any sense into that kid, then nothing will. That's enough, Kaiba. You have no idea how dangerous this duel monster tournament of yours has become. The outcome of the Battle City Finals could put the whole world at risk. The only one at risk is you. For once, I win. You won't be number one. Kaiba, it's not always about being number one. It's about doing with bravery and honor, and respect, and most importantly, putting the needs of others ahead of your own. And that's something Joey Wheeler did every day of his life. Yugi, in ancient times, Roman gladiators would battle to their doom in order to prove who was the strongest. Now it's our turn to see which of us deserves to call himself the greatest in the world. So draw your first card and let the battle begin. With pleasure, Kaiba. You lose, Kaiba. I told you your hatred and your lust for power would never prevail. I did it, but my toughest battle is still ahead, when I face Merrick in the final duel. The time had come for the final face-off, Yugi vs. Merrick, with the fate of the world hanging in the balance. I've been waiting for this moment for my entire life. Soon your infinite power will be mine. Merrick, not only will I defeat you, I'll free you from the darkness that controls you. Haha, now that I'd like to see. Master Merrick! Brother, please tell me you're alright. Merrick, it's over. Your evil side has been banished forever. It's finally over, my Pharaoh? Yes, and the darkness has lifted from your heart. Merrick has overpowered the evil that controlled him for so long. My Pharaoh, thank you. You saved Merrick. You saved mankind. We did. It wouldn't have been... I wouldn't have been victorious had it not been for all of you. Pharaoh, rest assured that everyone who was banished to the Shadow Realm by my dark side will return. Thank you. I have one more task to perform before my Tomb Keeper mission is complete. Witness the secret to the Pharaoh's power, inscribed on my back. These markings were passed down by my family for generations to generation for 5,000 years. We were taught that when the ancient pharaoh saved the world from destruction, he wiped his own memory clean. But he knew that someday he would return and he'd need his memory back. So he entrusted one family with his greatest secrets, the key to unlocking his mind and his power. Now that you hold the 3 Egyptian god cards and the Millennium Puzzle, all you need to do is read the word on Merrick's back. You're so close. It's time for us to leave now, Pharaoh. So please take this. The Millennium Rod belongs with you where it won't cause any more harm. Thank you. And take this as well, the Millennium Ring. It's safer with you. With Yugi now possessing all the Millennium items and the 3 Egyptian god cards, he could now make sure that the Shadow Game would never return. Now that the Pharaoh saved the world, there was one last thing he had to do. Move on to the afterlife. Guided by Merrick, Izu, and Odeon, the team went to a secret underground temple that housed the getaway to the afterlife. To open the door, the Pharaoh had to seal away the Egyptian god cards and the 7 Millennium items, and have one final duel, a ritual duel against Yugi. The duel would determine whether Yugi could now stand on his own as his own man and not need the Pharaoh's help anymore. This is the first time in my life that I have hoped for my opponent's victory. But in order for this duel to truly test our readiness to separate, I must fight with all of my strength. Pharaoh, now that you've left the Millennium Puzzle, I can't hear you. I can't hear your thoughts anymore. But somehow I still know what you're thinking, and I feel the same way. If you taught me anything, it's to put your heart into your deck and duel with everything you've got. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Now that the Pharaoh saved the world, there was one last thing he had to do. Move on to the afterlife. Guided by Merrick, Izu, and Odeon, the team went to a secret underground temple that housed the getaway to the afterlife. To open the door, the Pharaoh had to seal away the Egyptian god cards and the 7 Millennium items, and have one final duel, a ritual duel against Yugi. The duel would determine whether Yugi could now stand on his own as his own man and not need the Pharaoh's help anymore. This is the first time in my life that I have hoped for my opponent's victory. But in order for this duel to truly test our readiness to separate, I must fight with all of my strength. Pharaoh, now that you've left the Millennium Puzzle, I can't hear you. I can't hear your thoughts anymore. But somehow I still know what you're thinking, and I feel the same way. If you taught me anything, it's to put your heart into your deck and duel with everything you've got. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Congratulations, well done. Yugi, you've achieved a great victory for us both. It was focusing so hard on playing the game that I forgot what winning this duel would actually mean. By defeating you, I've sent you away for good. No, you have opened the door for me. Thanks to you, my spirit can finally be at rest once again. I'll be back where I belong. Fate brought the two of us together for a reason, and we've fulfilled our destiny. We've protected mankind from the return of the Shadow Games, and we've both grown tremendously along the way. I'm gonna miss you. You do realize we'll never truly be apart, right? The gift of kindness you've given me and the courage I've given you will remain with us, and that will forever bind us together. Right. Now that battle ritual complete, the eye of the widget that guards the door to the spirit world has awakened, and the spirit of the great Pharaoh, which was trapped within the Millennium Puzzle for 5,000 years, is now free. The time has arrived. Tell the eye of Widget your name. I am the son of King Akhenaten. My name is Atem. Alright guys, so that wraps up this first chapter. I would like to thank you guys all for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So that pretty much wraps everything up. If things go according to plan, we should be finishing up this first chapter pretty soon, and this recap thing should be up on Sunday if everything goes according to plan, and we will start the next chapter of this series on Monday. So hopefully things go according to plan. If not, it'll be up soon. Anyway, I would like to thank you guys all for watching, and of course your support means everything. With that, we're a little bit closer to our goal of completing this part of our game, I guess. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys' faces, and thank you so much for all your support again. And hopefully on Monday we can start the second chapter of this series. So anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I love you guys. Bye.